Welcome, welcome, welcome to Garnet Queen Tarot, where we are inspired to rise. How are my wonderful, wonderful Sagittarius family doing? How are you guys today? Before we even dive in, we have a routine that we have to practice. Visitors, welcome. Please join us in breathing. Before we start any reading, we've got to breathe. You got to release that tension. Anything built up bothering you. Oh, inhale. Exhale. You should do inhale, exhale twice, and then we shake it off. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. You got to do that because you know what? We carry so much baggage around with us. And when it's time for us to get into our solace, our peace, we have to make sure that our mind is set on what we're supposed to hear and acknowledge and what lesson we're supposed to learn. So make sure that breathing is something you always practice, whether you're here on the channel with us or you're at home. It is part of your process. It helps to release the tension so you can start fresh and new. Spirits talk to us on behalf of our wonderful Sagittarius family. Help them to gain the clarity and knowledge necessary for them to move forward. Help them to listen to their intuition and pay attention to the signs. Talk to us. We're going through our twin flame response. Last twin flame reading, we had some messages in there. And now with the response to some of those messages, you're able to gain key aspects of what's transpiring in your life. You're able to listen and get in tune with yourself. It is so important. I don't, I joke with everybody, but I realize how important that breathing is because it helps you to stay intact and to stay cool. When stuff is bothering you, your neck hurts, your shoulders hurt, it's so important just to take a breather, step back, pause for a minute, and listen to yourself. And you will be able to move accordingly how you really feel. You know when enough is enough. You know when you want to go past where you are. You don't want to be stuck in quicksand and just sinking and sinking and sinking. Oh, you just want to relax, take the pressure off, and be able to think. That's why sometimes you turn into a hermit, Sag, because you want to just take a time out for yourself so you could think. Not with anybody else thinking for you, not you hearing all the voices, just you sincerely in self listening and getting in tune and acknowledging and continuing to expand and grow. You want to know. You want to know. So let's see if this is your twin flame or not, if this is your person or not. What's happening between you guys? Spirit, speak to us on behalf of our Sagittarius and let them know where they need to be if they're on the right path and what signs they need to pick up on. Let's forgive each other and move forward without regrets of the past holding us back from true love. That's a smart and positive move, Sagittarius, because you all may have had disagreements and people weren't speaking and you're mad, they're mad. Start from scratch, they're saying. Let's forget all that was said. Let's forgive each other and start anew. We don't want any regrets from our past. Let's just focus on building a future starting today. Starting today. Forget the past. Let's hold each other's hands, talk to each other, communicate, and let's deem ourselves forward thinkers, moving in a forward direction. But the question is, does that really resolve your issues? Your person is wanting you to just forget everything. You made mistakes, I made mistakes, but has anything actually been resolved? That's so people could bury it and not have to deal with it and don't want to debate. just want straight up peace. They don't care what happened. They don't want to know how you all could resolve it for the future. Is that what you want to do? Sagittarius, you like to talk things through too. You like people to hear your voice as well. And those are things you have to think about when you're making out your list and checking your boxes. Figure out what's working between you two guys. Do you have more yays than nays? Do you feel more comfortable that you all are spending more and more time together? Or do you feel it's a wash because there's so much lacking? You have to ask yourself those questions to decide how to move forward, because let's forgive each other and move forward without regrets of the past holding us back from true love. Sag, you have to think, with this person, would you get resolution? Would you be able to resolve your issues? Sometimes you have your own love language that only the two of you know how it works. Just see yourself 10 years from now doing that same thing. Does it work for you? If it does, keep digging deeper and finding out more and more if this is really your twin flame, your true person. Or recognize that you can't keep living this way. You're not happy, and there's so much issues going on, it makes you concerned. People always think that they have to rush through relationships. It's so much better when you take the time to sort things through, to know what you want and what you don't want, and what you'll tolerate and what you won't. It's up to you. This is deep soul connection. I feel it. I feel you. Is this reciprocated? Because they're telling you, let's forgive each other. Sagittarius are like, just squash everything. Let's start new. Let's not worry about our past. Let's enjoy today and tomorrow. Let's enjoy our future plans. Let's just forgive. Let's build on our true love and forget all about the issues and things that are concerned for us. Let's just keep moving forward. This is deep, deep soul connection. You're feeling it all the way in your toes. This person just draws you to them. It's like they know the rules of engagement for law of attraction, whereas you're still feeling your way through. Could this be real? Could this be the real deal? Could this be the real person that I'm meant to be with? Just the thrill of thinking about it excites you so much. It's thrilling. It's exciting. It's new. It's developing. It's more of what you like. You just have to make sure and see if you all complement each other. I'm grateful that you showed up in my life. I will never forget you or this or these lessons in love, no matter where we both end up. No matter where we both end up. I'm not saying we're not going to be together. I'm just saying we're feeling the waves right now to find out if we could survive in them. It's about, I'm telling you, Sagittarius, it's about compromise. It's about listening to each other and wanting to know and learn more. It's about finding time to invest in this relationship, because we already know the person on the other side is truly feeling you. And they're saying, let's just start over. Let's start from scratch. Let's recognize that this is a deep connection. It's not a fly-by-night. It's not a fling. It has true meaning to it. And you're willing to shout it to the world. But you want to make sure that your person feels the same way, because you don't want to be embarrassed. You know how people are with their pride. Well, let him say it first before I say it. So therefore, he said it before me. So anything go down, he's the one who said he loved me. She's the one who said she loved me. Who are you trying to appease and impress? Who? You are the one that has to live in this relationship. You are the one that has to put those sweat equity and time and investment into it. Make sure you're investing in something stable and solid, just not investing in the title of boyfriend, girlfriend, man, woman, husband, wife. Make sure that it has true meaning behind what comes out your mouth in this relationship. Don't invest so much time and you don't feel it in hopes that something will develop and you will fall in love with this person. Make sure that this person has enough attributes, amenities, things that turn you on before you fully invest in them. People waste so much time trying to fix relationships that are going to stay broken, that they're not meant to be together. I'm not saying every relationship that you jump into is not meant for you. I'm saying that take the necessary caution and time to develop the skills necessary to communicate on a higher level with this person to see if you guys are meant to be. Take it seriously. Take it seriously and be honest with one another. Sometimes people say things we don't want to say, or you hear things that you misinterpret. It's so many things going on. Take the time to get to know each other. Develop a relationship where you can say, you know what, I really like this person. I truly like this person. But so many times we waste so much time and energy debating so many things back and forth rather than complimenting each other and compromising with one another. People spend so much time wasting time when you could be having a conversation where you could get to know your person, not just in bed and it's exciting and good. What happens after the, well, I hope it doesn't ever end, but I mean, what happens when you realize that there's more to life and you want more out of life? Think things through. Feel your way through. Don't just jump in something and say, I got a man, I got a woman, I got a girlfriend, I got a boyfriend, and realize down the line that I don't even like this person. No, seriously, I don't like this person. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what was going on. And the two of you become ships in the night just passing each other by. Take time to invest in something that you deem important, a relationship that you look forward to. Oh, it's so beautiful. I remember, well, he's my husband now, but I mean, I remember before when we were just dating and we would all on a Friday, we'd all link up together. We all lived different places. And I remember my husband when he was my boyfriend, and I used to feel I'm a big grown woman at the time in my 20s, and I used to feel like a little kid waiting for him to come. And on Fridays was a big night because everybody's finished working, the week is done, and we meet at his sister's house. All of us, and it's a lot of them, so it's couples, and we all link up. And I used to get so excited knowing that, he would park his car at 6:30 p.m. on the dot outside in the back, and his sister's window faced the back. So I could look out to see when he was coming. When I saw his car come and he pull up, and then at those times you had those radios that you pull out so that they don't get stolen in New York. And let me tell you, I used to run, freshen up, look good, check my makeup, do everything, and then pretend I'm so cool, sitting down in the living room like it was no big deal that he's there. And he'd come in, he'd tell everybody good evening, and he'd look at me and I'd look at him, and it was like, oh, my heart just dropped. I'm trying to put on the sexy look, and he's looking at me. I'm just like so in love. Oh my gosh. You can't help it. You get this giddy feeling. Some people never experience that in their whole life. But so thankful that I could experience that. I still experience it. When you meet your twin flame, whether y'all come together today, tomorrow, a month from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now, it doesn't matter because what's meant to be is meant to be, and it's going to happen. Sometimes missing that boat is a sign of the process because if we would have stayed together when we were younger, we wouldn't have made it because our heads were in such different places. But now that we're more mature, as you see in those Lifetime movies, oh, At first you don't want to talk to each other, or you give each other the eye, throw the head back, and just let what's going on resonate inside of you. And you want to just grab them and kiss all over them. And then you don't want to act too needy or thirsty. So you play it cool, even though you know that nobody's rocked your world like that person has. So you all, no matter what age, will play a cat and mouse game with one another to make sure the thrill is still there. Unresolved feelings and issues. You work through issues that come about. You talk to one another. Wouldn't it be great if in a relationship you all could tie each other down, or have somebody tie you all to a chair and you hash out? Remember that movie with what was her name? Jessica Parker. I can't even think of her name. And Matthew McConaughey. Um, the two of you, the two of them were locked in the house together, and they had to work through their issues until they made up. Sometimes that's what people need. Some people need to be taken away from each other and realize how important each other is in their life so they could find their way back to each other. And some people spend a little distant time, and if they just come together and listen to one another, things could do an about face and change. You have to figure when is the right time. Can you just work through your issues now and just resolve them and talk and feel comfortable? Or do you have to spend years apart before you realize how great you are together? Sometimes people have so much, and because of the hustle and bustle and the chaos in this world, you don't get to recognize the compliments that are bestowed upon you in your life and give gratitude and thanks for being allowed to cherish the moments and to hold on to what you have. Life and love is a beautiful thing, depending on the perspective you look at it through. What lens? A lens of dismay and disappointment all the time because things don't work out, or a lens that learns how to forgive and work through difficult times, face challenges head on, dive all the way in after practicing your breathing, of course. I'm just saying, take the time. This person, this is deep soul connection. You know what a deep soul connection is? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Let me tell you something. I remember my son, my oldest son, to get mad at me, but I remember when he was little, and we had just moved into a new area. He was making friends and everything, but one of my girlfriend's daughter went to the same school, and so you feel a little bit more comfortable because it's somebody there that you know. But it so happened this girl used to follow my son, and she followed him home one time, so she knew where we lived. So I remember it was he gets mad, and I tease him about this. Was like, I remember one Saturday morning, I had my nephew, um, my brother's son with us, because him and my son are close in age. I think they're like 2 years apart. And we were going to the car. So my son said, "Mom, open the door, flick the switch." And I said, "What happened?" "Quick, Mom, quick." And he was calling my nephew, and they jumped in my car. And the same time, he said, "I can't believe that girl is over here. I can't believe Tracy is following us." So I'm like, "What?" So then she she came to the window of the car, and she said, "Hi," because she was like, "Hi," and she's calling his name. So I wind down the window, and I said, "Hi," and she said, she called my son's name, and she said, "Is that your son?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She said, "I really like him." And my nephew was in, they're so stupid. My nephew is in the back seat, and he's crying, laughing, because my son is like, "Mom, wind up the window. Wind up the window. Tell her you gotta go. Come on, Mom." And you know me, I'm playing around now because it's like, now that I know, I said, "Oh, you like him?" And she's like, "Yeah, he's so cute." She's doing this. My son is like, oh gosh, oh brother. And my nephew's in the backseat laughing. And he's like, Mom, I promise you, I'll clean up. I'll do anything you ask me to do. Please drive off. So I told her, I said, you gonna clean the kitchen? He's like, yeah, 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 yeah. I told my nephew, I said, you heard him? He said, yeah, yeah, Auntie. He said, I heard him. And he said, I'm gonna clean up. I said, okay. So I told her, I said, well, Tracy, it was nice meeting you. I said, we are in a hurry. We gotta go. And she said, okay, bye. And we took off and we left. I was behind the steering wheel crying and laughing. I tell you no lie. My son, he couldn't believe it. He said, Mom, I can't believe you did me like that. Mom, she follows me every day. I go in the cafeteria, in the lunchroom, she's there. I go to the bathroom, she's in the hallway, like waiting for me. I don't like her. I don't want her chasing me. And I said, okay, okay, okay. I said, it is so nice to know that somebody likes you. I said, don't be like that. He said, Mom, she's annoying. And we were talking about it back and forth. And I said, treat people as you want them to treat you. And, that's why you can't tell your kids everything. I remember telling him, I said, oh my goodness, there's a guy used to follow me around and he would always be sucking a lollipop. He used to just drive me crazy. I used to just try to run from him and hide and everything. And he said, you remember that guy that you used to hide from that liked you, used to suck the lollipop? And I'm like, how do you know about that? You forget. Because I always give examples of everything that happened to me. So it's like, he said, you told me about it, Mom. Remember? So I would expect the same courtesy from you in regards to what's her name? Tanya, whatever it is. What is it, Tanya? See? I'm just like, it's so Tracy. I'm sorry, it's Tracy. It's just funny. Sometimes rather than being upset at certain moments, down the line you're gonna laugh it off. So you may as well laugh now. I told him, you know how nice it is that somebody thinks so much of you that they just can't keep their eyes off you. He said, Mom, that's stalkerism. He said, that's a stalker. I don't want a stalker. Like, I said, okay, okay, okay. I'm telling you, when you find somebody that cares about you and you care about them, don't take it for granted. It's for real. If it's somebody you're not feeling, let them know. I'm not feeling you like that. We could be friends, blah, blah, blah. But when it's somebody you really care about, release it. Laugh things off. Be in the moment. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Oh gosh, my son, I get so mad. Some days are easier than others, but I feel like you're still there somewhere. And the person is really feeling you, like I said, Sag. So just figure it out. See if you really like them or not. But if you do like them, be honest with your feelings and accept that. And what could you all do to improve on the relationship? What could you do? And they're saying, let's forgive each other. Did what transpired between you guys really throw you off your game so much that you can't just forgive them and just play it by ear? Sometimes it's good just to feel things out if you're not 100% sure. And let them know, I'm not totally sure with everything in this relationship, but I don't mind taking the time to get to know you better. This way, you test the waters, you swim in the ocean, and you figure out if you need to run to shore. Oh my gosh. I wish we both would have had the courage to go deeper. Oh, but you're saying this. I wish we both would have had the courage to go deeper. You're the one that put up the roadblocks. What are you saying, Sagittarius? You didn't have the courage to go deeper. They wanted to get deeper with you. You chose not to. Don't put that onto a mutual agreement. That's a one-sided journey right there. You cut that person out. You wasn't feeling them at that moment. But it seems like you all are still connecting with one another through different routes. So it must be worth developing. Could this be your twin flame? Like I hear all the time in African movies, do the needful, figure it out, work it through. I have options and opportunities, but I still don't want anyone else. No one else is you. Wow. Wow. Now the question is, who's saying that? Off the cuff, I would have said that it was automatically that person. But because of the push that don't think that I have to only be with you. I have other opportunities and options available to me, but I still want to be with you. So, don't think that I'm out here thirsty and stranded. I'm all right. I'm okay. But I'm feeling you more than I thought. It's you. It's you, Sag. It's you. You want to feel the waters, but you don't want to act as though you don't want to act as though you are needing that person to that extent. You're still playing games because you don't want them to act like you came to me. You prefer that they came to you. And it doesn't matter, male or female. So the issue right now is you realizing how much you really like this person. And they've been asking you and sharing their feelings for a minute, Sagittarius, but you've been pushing them away. So now that they've been out of your life for a little time, you realizing how much they actually matter to you and you're wanting to develop more, but you don't want to be the one that says, I really want us to try this relationship. But you're opening up and being honest with yourself. I wish we both would have had the courage to go deeper. These are your thoughts, but you haven't shared it with that person yet. You're just responding to some of the calls from that person from the initial twin flame. I have options and opportunities because of the fact that you don't want to have regrets that you opened up your heart to them and then they stomped on it. So you're saying, don't think that you all of this or all of that. I've got options. I just figure that we're more familiar with one another. So I'm willing to try. If you're willing to try, but if you're not willing to try, that's okay because I still have options available to me. So don't think it's all about you. That's a game. That's you are camouflaging the truth so you don't get hurt or look dumb out there. Can't you be dumb in love sometimes? Isn't being dumb in love fun sometimes? That you're just testing the waters. I know it feels like childlike, but it gives you this zest for love, this joy, this happiness, this warmth, where you feel that there's more to come and you could work through this stuff. Don't worry about what other people think. You're not trying to appease other people. You're trying to work through any dilemmas or issues that may have developed in a relationship and iron them out now because now you're looking at things with a different telescope. You're seeing things for what they really are. They may appear further away, but they're closer than you think. The heart can mesh from anywhere. Find solutions. Don't make excuses. Open your heart, be willing to receive, and be willing to give. It's better to test those waters and see what could come of it than to keep loving each other from afar, not knowing what could have happened. And you know how you feel. Stop pretending. Stop pretending. Open your heart, be vulnerable to love, pace it out, accept it for what it is, compromise when needed, but embrace wholeheartedly with 100% commitment. And work on being exclusive with this person. So therefore, you all give 100% of yourselves to develop it and see what will come of it. Take the leap of faith. Go out and get it. Don't let me get Mary up in here for you. Go get it. Go get your blessings. Go get it. Come on now. Come on. You stronger than you think. Come on. Go get it. Go get your blessings. Come on now. Come on. Come on. Y'all have already been apart for a time. So if something can bring you back together where you all learn to trust each other and lean on each other, Why not have at it? Have at it. Believe. Believe, okay? They answered your questions. They're sharing how they feel. And they keep doing it willingly. You know how you feel. Embrace the truth. Embrace the truth and stop playing games. Let your heart love again. Let your heart love again. Every person you meet is not going to be a bozo. So when you meet someone, when you meet someone that makes it happen for you, go to the amusement park and take that ride. You know what I mean? Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Stop camouflaging your true feelings, knowing how you really feel. Stop. Go get it. Go get it. Forgive each other and go for it. Garnetqueentarot here saying, be inspired to rise. Be honest with yourself. Embrace love. Embrace life. And take that leap of faith. Take the leap of faith. This person cares about you for real. Seriously. Y'all may argue back and forth, but there's no, like I said, there's no there. Like you watch the MSNBC, C or CNN, and they always have somebody coming. They say so many crazy sayings. I tell you, it's like, there's no there. I don't see it. This love is real. There's no there. The two of you click, but you guys have so much ego and so much pride that no one wants to be the first to say goodbye. So don't say goodbye. Say hello. Hello. Life is fun. Love is fun if you embrace it. There are humps and bumps in the road. People that use you, abuse you, treat you wrong. And then you meet people that are just right for you. Sometimes you all have to take more time to grow, to get to know each other better. But you know what's the fun? It's in the process. It's in the process. Don't look at the process as just a means of venting and this ain't working out right. That's not. In order for it to work right, you all have to come together and connect. So whatever roadblocks you come upon, you handle it together and you learn to trust one another and build from that point on. I'm a romantic person. I look for the great in every situation. Sometimes I find it, sometimes I don't, but I try. And no matter what, you guys have to go after what it is you want. I believe in going after what you want. Don't make excuses. Don't procrastinate. Just take that leap and do it. Do it. Just do it. Go get your blessings. Come on. This is real stuff. That's the response for you, Sag. That's what you was looking for. There is sincerity there. It's okay to test the waters. Test the waters. Go for it. Garnetqueentarot, be inspired to rise. Be inspired to find your best self. Be inspired to listen to the messages directed at you. Pick up the sense out of nonsense. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And take the time to get to know yourself better and to get to know your person better. Because there's something that keeps bringing you guys back together. So as long as you believe, you will achieve, you will succeed. Just keep flowing. Just keep going. And most important, just keep believing. Make magic materialize in your life. Don't block your path for greatness. Don't block your blessings. Take care. Signing off. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Thank you for saying hello. Thank you for opening your heart, your messages, and your thoughts. Garnetqueentarot, be inspired to rise. Take care till we meet again.